I was born in Nairobi in a government house, so I know what it feels and then the kind of attachment you have in these houses that are either government or council houses. Chair, I want to assure the residents of Nairobi that what we're doing is truly for their best interest. We'll walk along with them and we'll walk along with the committee, and it's very exciting for us. We cannot have an ulterior intention or motive. In fact, I was about to quote a Bible verse, but it's okay. I don't think it goes with the standing orders.
But, whatever he says, even if he has contempt for us as senators and the people, maybe he will have some respect for God and tell the truth.
Okay, thank you very much for your submission, Senator. I believe that moving forward...
Yeah, the standing orders are very clear. These are House of Rules. You do not impute improper motive, just as the Senator has done. Saying there's a... No, just read your standing orders.
I suggest you don't throw words at each other.
Governor, you will not teach me the law. Let's bring the standing orders.
I've been here for 5 years.
Let's read the standing orders together. This is not something that we need to pass by. Let us see references to government.
And at the point that you want to discuss the character or behavior of any witness, including a governor, you bring a substantive motion.
Where?
You don't say that we're being contemptuous.
I think we are not here, Senator Sifuna, we are not here to be taught about our standing orders.
Correct.
We are here to get to know the plight of the people of Nairobi. If we can stick ourselves to that, just that one issue, we are going to move forward in a way that everybody expects us to move forward. Otherwise, I won't entertain any kind of, throwing words at each other at this specific committee where the lives of the people of Nairobi are affected. So,
is it
on the same issue?
Yes, on the same issue, Chair.
One or two issues. First of all, Senator Wambua, I was never bragging in the House that I was the best chair. I was rated the best by Mzalendo and other organizations. And I take parliamentary work very seriously. And so I just happen not to have been around in those circumstances. As the Senator of Nairobi, I said, these leaders are known to me. Some we speak to. I respect their time. I don't choose which committee to come to or which one not to come to, and I must correct what the Senator of Nairobi is saying, that we come here on our own interest. Money for counties is not our own interest. It is for the people that we represent. In fact, the work of the Senate is to ensure we are well-resourced. And not only was I there for that meeting with the Finance Committee, I was meeting the Public Investments Committee as well a week ago or so on audit. Yeah, so it is not about my own interest. He's also said on the record that I know he doesn't live in those houses. I don't know where you live. I'm not sure enough. I don't know whether you live there or not. So just for the record. Chairman, I've been a chair of committees for 10 years. In the National Assembly, I chaired the first joint committee of both National Assembly and Senate on cohesion and equal opportunities. I've chaired the Committee of Labor. I've chaired the Committee of Security. The place of the Senate, of Parliament, is very well known to me. You are the representatives of the people, and I take it very seriously. Chairman, it happens that there could be scheduling issues, and that's why I've apologized and paid, and not just to the committee, to these people, who I respect very much. They are the people who elected me to be senator, they're the people who elected me to be governor, and I will always be available for them. And so I think we can... If there's anything further on that, Chair, I'll be happy to answer, if you want any more evidence of that. But I've really pushed for, in fact, if you look at the Hansard, for enhancement, not just of fines, but of the powers of Senate. I don't know whether you should arrest people, but I think I have encouraged even my colleagues to cooperate with the Senate, with the National Assembly, with Parliament. I remember the former president, Mwai Kibaki. I remember when I used to work in the Treasury, when he'd call a minister to State House and the minister says, no, I've been called to the Parliament, he tells them, please run there first and deal with Parliament, because Parliament represents the sovereignty of the people. So let it go on record that I do recognize and respect the place of Parliament as representative of the people, and that is why I've come with everyone who is required on this matter. Though it's not the procedure, Chair, and this is maybe off the record, I think sometimes proper engagement, sometimes even back channeling works. Of course, there's official ways of doing it. But where I found what Senator Wambua is saying, the examples he gave, the reason we're able to succeed on that is what we were able also to do, just directly. But I'm very happy to come every time you call me, and I profusely and deeply apologize to the people of Nairobi for not having come on those two or so instances.
Okay. So that I can put this section of discussion to rest, since you have paid the fine and you're here. But it's also good to understand that this matter of these estates in Nairobi came to this committee on 6th June.
Public participation is sacrosanct.
But the contractors are on the ground in some estates.
There's no contractor on any ground. Chair. Which estate?
Point of order, Chair.
Yes.
If you proceed like that, we will not do justice to the residents of these estates.
Okay.
I propose that you go back to the manner in which we had agreed to proceed, because even this question of MOUs, I'm hearing it for the first time. And because Parliament is a house of record, I would want that you insist, Chair, if the governor makes reference to anything, let him table documentation, because we are not just going to sit here and hear stories of cabinet resolutions. You should be able to share with us. Yes. Cabinet resolutions are reduced to writing. Because even for me as a senator of Nairobi, I'm hearing this for the first time. Yesterday, there was a scheduled groundbreaking in Woodley. How do you do groundbreaking without having signed these MOUs with the residents? The residents are hearing about the MOUs for the first time.
Was there groundbreaking that took place?
It was scheduled. I was invited to. I have an invitation for a groundbreaking. Why were you writing to me if there was no groundbreaking?
There was no groundbreaking. Chair, we wanted to do that, but I said, let me take the residents through myself. That is why it happened, Chair. That's why we took them through that process. Urban renewal has been happening. It is not new. If you go to Ngara, if you go to Jivanji, if you go to Pangani, we're doing 3 estates that are almost being completed, Chair. Ziwani.
On the issue of number 2, the agreement between the government of Kenya and the government of Israel.
Sure. Do we have Ngatia? I wanted to know if he has gotten the email.
Yeah, I'm going there because we are on number 2. That about emails is number 3.
Parliament would only have a title if Parliament goes to ask for the ministry to produce it, if it needs a title. But normally, government scale would just assign this is government land, it is GL. It is not an LR. When you get into these operations, for instance, to do housing or to do a market, etc., then you process through the NLC to actually get that title deed for that land. So in terms of the government records, it shows the ownership of these estates, And I'll give another example. I've given schools title deeds last year. Everybody knew the school title is here, or this land is for the school. For us to be able to produce it, then we start a process to show what was an allocation to the county or to either arm of government for that title then to be produced. So, Chair, these records exist with the ministry in terms of the ownership.
So, Governor, just clarify for me, because
I would suggest you go through the chair once you.
Yes, Chairman.
Oh, yes.
Chairman, just let's get some clarity.
Yeah.
Because our letter was specific. As those titles, I am sure I'm not the only one who had. Does the county government of Nairobi have the titles for Ofafa Jericho, Jericho Lumumba, Ofafa Maringo, and Maringo or not? It's just something that I need clarification on.
Moepas, let me first of all say the national government or the county government historically never got titles until the evolution of land grabbing came in. If you look at so many survey plans, you will find just a block of land and with letters GL, that is government land. If you look at the very old ones, you will see they have the colony CL.
Chair, point of order.
In essence,
point of order, Chair.
Yes, Senator.
Chair, if we proceed this way, we'll not get anywhere. And the question is very simple and specific. Does the county